My best friend took everything from me. The day I saw my best friend laughing in my husband's arms, I felt like my whole life had been ripped apart. That image has never left me. I grew up in a small village in Nigeria. Life there was simple, and people knew each other's business whether you liked it or not. I had a best friend, Ngozi. From childhood, we were inseparable. People used to call us twins even though we looked nothing alike. I was tall and slim. She was short and round. But we were always together, in the market, church, fetching water, cooking everything. I trusted her with everything. She knew all my secrets. She ate from my mother's pot like it was her own. My family loved her too. As we grew older, I was the first to marry. My husband, Emeka, was a trader. He wasn't rich, but he was kind. The day we got married, Ngozi was my maid of honor. She helped me tie my gele, she held my hand when I cried during the prayers. She hugged me so tight after the ceremony and whispered, "I am so happy for you. This is your time." I believed her. But I didn't know that same night, the seeds of wickedness were already planted. After the wedding, I moved into my husband's house. It was just a small compound, mud walls, zinc roof, and a small farm at the back. Life was tough but peaceful. The only problem was that for 3 years, I could not conceive. That became my shame. In our culture, a woman who doesn't give birth quickly is already seen as a cursed. People whisper. Aunties ask questions with pity in their voices. Some women even avoid sharing their food with you because they believe your bad luck might touch them. I cried almost every night. And who did I cry to? My friend Ngozi. She was always there. She would sit with me and hold my hands. She would say, "Don't worry, my sister. God's time is the best." She even started sleeping over sometimes, just to keep me company when my husband traveled. I thought she was helping me. I thought she was being a good friend. But the truth was that she was watching my pain like a hunter waiting for his prey. It started when I noticed the way she would look at my husband when he returned from the market. She would greet him with a smile that lingered too long. Sometimes she cooked for him when I was too tired. I thought she was just being helpful. Then one day, I came back from the stream earlier than expected. I saw her sitting close to him on the wooden bench in front of our compound. Too close. She laughed in a way she never laughed with me. And my husband was smiling back at her. Something in my chest tightened. But I told myself I was imagining it. After all, this was my best friend. My sister. She would never betray me. I was wrong. The real betrayal happened slowly, then all at once. One night, after cooking, Ngozi stayed behind saying she was too tired to go home. I made a space for her on the mat beside me. But when I woke up in the middle of the night, she wasn't there. I searched with my eyes in the dark. Then I heard a soft laugh. From my husband's room. I froze. My heart started pounding so loud I thought it would wake the whole village. I crept closer. The door wasn't shut properly. And there she was. My best friend. My blood sister in spirit. Lying in my husband's arms like she owned him. I stood there for what felt like hours. My knees shook. My throat closed up. But I couldn't even cry. That was the night everything inside me died. The worst part. They didn't even hide it anymore. Soon after, Ngozi stopped going home. She stayed more in my house than in her own. She cooked for my husband, washed his clothes, even followed him to the farm. People in the village started whispering. But nobody told me directly. When I confronted her one evening, my voice shaking, she didn't even deny it. She just looked at me and said, "At least I can give him what you cannot." Those words cut me deeper than a knife. And as if to prove it, within 2 months, her belly started swelling. She became pregnant. With my husband's child. I lost my mind. My family told me to leave. They said I should pack my things and come back home. But I was ashamed. How could I face the world knowing my best friend had taken my place? How could I explain to people that the woman who stood by me through everything was now carrying my husband's child? So I stayed. I stayed and watched her move into my home fully. I stayed and listened as people congratulated her, as if she was the true wife. I stayed and prayed every night for justice. But here is where the story takes a darker turn. In our village, there are certain things you don't do. Sleeping with your best friend's husband is one of them. It's not just betrayal. It's an abomination. The elders say the spirits don't sleep when such things happen. Soon after Ngozi gave birth, strange things started happening. Her baby cried every night without stopping. Not the normal cry of a child. This one sounded like a scream. Like the baby was seeing things that weren't there. Her breast swelled but refused to produce milk. Her skin started to change. Dark patches appeared all over her body. She went from being the pride of the village to the warning sign. People stopped visiting her. Even my husband began to avoid her. He would leave the house for days, ashamed and restless. And me? I watched. I watched as the same friend who stole my husband started to wither in front of my eyes. The old women in the village said she was cursed. Some said it was the gods punishing her for betrayal. Some said it was the spirit of sisterhood that she broke. I didn't know what it was. All I knew was that every night, when I heard that baby scream, I felt a strange mix of fear and satisfaction. Ngozi tried to beg me once. She knelt down in the kitchen, tears running down her face. She said, "Forgive me, please. I don't know what is happening to me." But I looked at her and said nothing. Because how do you forgive someone who tore out your heart and wore it like a crown? It has been years now. Ngozi never recovered. Her child grew up sickly, always in and out of fevers. My husband eventually left the both of us and moved to the city. Nobody heard from him anymore. I live alone now. People say I should remarry, but I have no strength for that. What haunts me most is not even what she did. It is the memory of who we used to be. Two girls, walking to the stream with laughter in our voices, dreaming of the future. Never knowing that one day, those same dreams would become the sharpest knives. If you are reading this, let me leave you with one truth. There is nothing more dangerous than a wicked friend who knows all your weaknesses. They don't need to attack you from outside. They sit close, they smile, they wait. And when the time is right, they stab where it hurts the most. I am living proof. My best friend took everything from me. And in the end, she destroyed herself too. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, drop a comment and subscribe to Soul Stories with Wendy.